That's right. It's another late night and time for another reach into the Just Giggle grab bag. And tonight we're pulling out. Oh, God, there's a plume of smoke coming out of the grab bag. Oh, my God, where's the fire extinguisher? YouTube challenge. I ate all your munchies, a Jimmy Kimmel parody. JGI sketch number 57.
Yeah, that plume of smoke's all me, Dragon. Guilty as charged. Nah.
At least we don't have to call the fire department. All right.
It's the end of the world as we know it. Oh, God. How you doing, Dragon? Hanging in there?
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So, oh boy. So, Dragon, crazy times we live in, but you know what? We've still got for the next couple weeks, we've still got some Just Giggle It comedy to talk through. So tonight we're talking through I Ate Your Munchies, a Jimmy Kimmel parody, the YouTube challenge. Dragon, oh man, you better not have touched my Fred Flintstone bars, man. My Fruity Pebbles and my Cocoa Pebble bars. Did you touch my Fred Flintstone bars, Dragon?
Okay, hold on a second. Do they really make those?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Dragon, Fred Flintstone died for your taste buds, Dragon. He died for your taste buds. All right. Anyways. So, Dragon, you didn't touch my Fred Flintstone bars, did you?
No, but I would if you told me about them. I gotta be honest, because this blows my mind. Honestly, just to see them, I just want to say, oh my God, look at this! Like I had no idea they made Fred Flintstone bars. It's awesome.
Okay, look, I ate them back in college. I haven't had them in a long time, but they are the ultimate stoner food. I have no idea if they make them anymore. Don't quote me on this.
Just the
But they
novelty
did
of
at
it all.
one
The
point in
fact
my
that they,
life exist.
insane.
Oh God! And my girlfriend at the time and I literally had a running joke of Fred Flintstone died for your taste buds. Anyways, yeah. So, Dragon, set this one up. What is this a parody of, my friend?
All right, so I regularly watch the at the very least I watch clips of the Jimmy Kimmel show a lot. You know, I don't watch the full show, but I watch pretty much all the interviews that Jimmy Kimmel does, and a few of the fun bits that he does. Sometimes fun parodies and so on and so forth. So on the Jimmy Kimmel show for many years now, many years, at least roughly a decade, depending on how you look at it, roughly. Basically, there's pre-beer Jimmy Kimmel and then there's post-beer Jimmy Kimmel. I think we're all used to post-beer Jimmy Kimmel. The point being, uh, Jimmy Kimmel has this bit around Halloween where basically he has this. Have you ever? I hope. Well, again, I'll explain in case you don't know, in case the folks at home don't know. Jimmy Kimmel does a bit around Halloween where basically he kind of puts the call out to the parents to basically kind of do these almost like America's Funniest Home Video type setups with their kids, where the parents are going to prank their children by saying, "I ate all your Halloween candy," and while they're filming them, and basically get the kids' reaction to this news. And of course, they don't show this part, but ideally they're going to like deflate the mounting tension by saying, "Oh, look, your candy's here," or the tantrum that is to follow. So pretty much, Jimmy Kimmel stab at America's funniest home videos through Halloween candy shenanigans. And essentially, what JGI has done here is we kind of recreating
They've taken
those reactions,
America's
almost
other demographic of children, Dragon.
Yes, they have. Essentially, they've recreated the reactions from those videos, but with Munchies and with much older kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much the sell of it all. And I want to say this is written, directed, and edited by Joshua Thomas. I think there might be some discrepancy on the director. I think I made the leap for director on Joshua Thomas. There's a slim chance this could have been a Jason Ramlo special, given he appears in this. So.
Okay.
Little discrepancy there. Point being, Joshua Thomas definitely had a hand in this one. Maybe two.
So there's definitely a type of stoner that I fit into that is represented in this sketch, Dragon. Well, there's a couple of them that fit the bill for my reaction, what my reaction to the situation would be. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Well, thankfully, not a disjointed stoner. Which, of course, I mean, that's like the blackface of stoners right there, the disjointed stoner.
Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, dear. It is the blackface of stoners.
And I had to sit through all that crap, yeah. Mr. Hey, check it out.
Yep. All right. So in celebration 420, which by the way, Dragon, it's kind of a shame we couldn't save this for
I know,
420,
I
but
know. In a perfect,
we
I
got
did think of
sketches
that.
running out. We're running out of sketches. We want to get to the end of the line. Time's a factor here. The world might end by the time 420 comes around.
Yeah. And to be fair, when this came out, it was in April, but it wasn't 420, so
All right, that's fair. Well, it was April 25th, so I assume it would be the week of 420
Yeah,
at the
okay,
very
fine.
least.
When you look at it that, okay, fine. All fairness. Sorry, the point being, sorry, folks, we can't make miracles happen. We can't do the kidding thing where we will time forward. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, God. All right, so we had people across America play a prank on their stoner friends.
Yes. All right, so of course,
Dragon, go ahead.
Okay, so we start things up. We have text on the screen giving us kind of our setup here. We're in celebration of 420. People are pulling pranks on their stoner friends while recording them and saying, "I ate all your munchies."
I love all this. I love how casual the delivery is on most of the people delivering the news.
So what's great about this too is that we have such a cavalcade of JGI stars through the ages on this one. I mean, I believe this is pre-Garland, but that's what I'm saying. We still have quite the selection of like old school JGI stars. Let's see. This is number 57, and I want to say this might have been an archival poll. It may or may not.
It feels like
I want to say
it
around
feels like
the.
it.
Feels like it could be, given like how like we have Prabilski in this thing, man. Prabilski.
Right. Oh God,
that's going back a stretch, my friend. All right, anyways, let's. I can't wait to get to her, but before that, actually, she has my touchstone food is in this as well, so we'll get there. Okay, so Drew Barkus, far superior to Joshua Thomas in every way in regards to his acting ability. I mean, seriously, Drew Barkus, he's the. Sometimes Joshua Thomas passe. Drew Barkus, that's the future. That's the all-time great. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just playing into some obscure JGI sketch comedy there with the mounting jealousy that Joshua Thomas holds for the wonderful Drew Barkus. No, in all seriousness, Drew Barkus, he's wearing some shades. He's in a car, and he gets the news. And what does he do?
Hey, buddy, we ate all your munchies, and then he freaks out. Dragon, he's just like, no, I am freaking out.
So what's great about this is it has this tantrum, but I love this. And this is the genius of the sketch. Now, Tiki, I swear to you, I've seen the original sources of these parodies, but I looked.
I have two for both of them. Yeah,
I've seen them, but I could not find. I couldn't find them like on the compilations they had on YouTube from as I would usually see with like when Kimmel does the new ones each year. He kind of pulls a bunch of them and he puts them there. So I could not find it for the life of me. But again, you can attest to it. We've seen them, and these are so accurate, so faithful. And again, basically, it's the kid having that temper tantrum in the little seat. In this case, Drew Barkus having his little temper tantrum. Then we go to Mr. McBride, the great and powerful Jesse McBride. Oh God!
Is it a typo that he's credited as Jesse Goldhor, or is Jesse Goldhor someone else?
Iggy, we've been through this many a time. Apparently Jesse McBride is going through a transitional phase, kind of an acting phase, kind of like a Barry Block versus a Barry Berkman, if you will. Where to me, and I think to America, it's Jesse McBride. To kind of like the Wild Oats actors, it's going to be Jesse Goldhor.
Got it. All right.
Anyway, so Jesse McBride, because in our hearts he's McBride. Anyway, so Jesse McBride, this is great,
also I have definitely seen the original source of this one. The candy wrappers that are unwrapped, and he's going through the bag. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Is this a joke?
Chad, another Chad.
Chad,
is this a joke, Chad? Are you kidding me? And he checks. I love it. Basically, this giant's like a Doritos party bag of some kind. This giant bag, like all sorts of little Dorito bags or something. He's like checking all the bags. I love he's checking all the bags. Are you kidding me? And now this is what I love in the direction too. Really major props to the direction. This is what sells the whole thing to me. the shift in cameras is very authentic. The idea that everybody who's filming this, they're sending these videos in. Of course, some of them are using cell phone cameras, some are using actual cameras, and it's like some are using a little periscope thingy. There's various different kind of like angles of different types of camera kind of showcased here. It's just very authentic, kind of sells the full effect of the parody. Okay. So then we have kind of this is great. So then we have like kind of an off-screen like mom and or friend in this case, friend being kind of the parody, ordinarily be a mom. Could be a mom. I don't know. Point being friend mom is apologizing very lovingly for, I'm sorry, but I ate all your munchies.
I got real hungry. And I ate all your munchies.
To a stone-faced Piper Henson in what I like to call, and she's wearing the Addison shirt, man. She's wearing the Addison shirt.
Right.
And I know we just have this fantastic breakdown. Like you're lying, and oh my god, Piper Henson giving her most.
I'm gonna go into the kitchen, and if my orders aren't there, you're in big trouble, lady.
It's almost Farmiga-esque what she's doing here. It's like kind of our parody of Farmiga, kind of like what she's doing here. Go on, kitchen, you're in big trouble, lady.
Then we have a rare Brendan Loy appears. Brennan Loy.
So
Brennan Loy Dragon.
Do you remember Brennan?
I vaguely remember this guy. He looks familiar.
You should.
All right.
It's Evan from Watching You, the apple of.
There you go. Okay.
The apple of Jessica Parker's eye in Watching You. Good old Evan, man.
Right.
Anyway.
Oh man, he's playing against type because he's really, in Watching You, he's kind of this sweet, mild-mannered guy, and here he's really coming unglued.
He was quite the dapper boy next door in Watching You. Now not so much. Now, anyways, Brendan Loy, you hogged it. You
hogged it.
I love the stool, and it sells the effect of basically what we have with this in Piper Henson, where again, like we're just amping it up with the JGI style to sell the full effect of adults acting like children. He just somehow he looks like a toddler, just kind of like walking around with like before the legs are fully formed, like just beating on the stool, and like, blowing the razzie. It's blowing.
And ladies and gentlemen, I present Mr. Ross Copeland reenacting what Tiki would react like in this situation.
So Ross is in a daze. Hey, Ross.
Just picture me like this, Dragon. This would be my reaction.
Just imagine Jacob just kind of walking in. Hey, Tiki, I ate all your munchies.
Dude, Jacob, I can't even move right now.
Just in case Jacob's watching, so I just took a 50-50 shot between you and Sandy. I had no basis of that. No, seriously, Ross Copeland. Again, this is like Seth MacFarlane's always spoken to. Sometimes, marijuana have like a kind of a paranoid effect on him, which is, you gotta know the reason I'm terrified of this stuff. Just, oh god, there's a paranoid effect on him. I'm just like, oh, go like that.
Dragon, I mean, you have to listen to Simon from the Chipmunks, man. It's an illegal substance used to produce artificial highs. I mean, you don't want that.
Certainly. All right, so then we have my touchstone here. We have Kelsey Prabilski.
This is the one where, like, I am sure I have seen this, like, beat by beat. Maybe not the exact same foods, but definitely the exact same descriptors of how they ate the foods.
So Prabilski, she's with her dog, right? Just with like a little dog on the couch.
Yeah, she's with a dog. Yeah, she's kind of playing with the strings of her jacket.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, she's asking the follow-up questions, which are priceless and very logical. Like, did you eat the hot Cheetos? The Snickers?
Dragon, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause on hot Cheetos. How do you feel about hot Cheetos?
I don't care. I'm not really a fan. I don't really care for them.
I feel like it's kind of like, like there's some kids who like Animaniacs and other kids who don't like Animaniacs. I'm in the line of stoners where I do not care for the Flamin' Hot brand. I don't. It burns my mouth up. Cheetos kind of cut my mouth up to begin with. I'm not a fan of the hot Cheetos.
Tiki, what does
some people live and die by them, though.
Tiki, what does that have to do with Animaniacs?
There's a weird South Park thing where it's like there's some kids who like Animaniacs and other kids who don't like Animaniacs. Of
course, the irony is right now I'm binging through Animaniacs, so when you say stuff like that, yeah.
Where are you binging Animaniacs? Hulu?
Christmas I got the DVD set, so I've been just kind of like casually
nice.
watching on the weekends. Just kind of like been watching through them. I think I'm past the first 2 seasons. So anyway, all right. So anyway, so back to Prabilski. Then she goes to the ice cream sandwiches, and this is where my touchstone is like, no, not the ice cream sandwiches, no, no.
I got to admit, when I was watching this, I was like, damn, I wish I had some ice cream sandwiches.
I know, right? That's the effect. It's such a perfect
stat. Also, I love the delivery of like when she asked if he ate the Snickers, he says all of them. And Dragon, that I swear I've seen that exact same reaction on Kimmel the whole.
I know, me too. All of these I've seen at least like 70% of these. Again, probably on Kimmel, or at least through like a compilation of the videos that were sent in somewhere. I've seen them.
And then upon the ice cream sandwiches, Prabilski starts chewing on her string on her jacket.
Oh, yeah. All right, then we have Joshua Thomas in his Dragon Ball hoodie.
This is great, Dragon. And I know that KMG isn't involved here, but in my own little headcanon, it's KMG who ate all his munchies.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Oh, that would be so perfect.
We don't see the voice. We could theoretically be her.
Was it a female voice?
Yes, there's a more than 0% chance that it's her.
Sure.
I know she's not listed in the credits, but still.
Sure. Deluded.
But just picture it though. If it is somehow Katie Marie Garland, doesn't that just make the whole gag just like?
Okay, first of all, she's not from All Dogs Go to Heaven, or from Breaking Bad. It's not Marie, it's Mary.
I know. I always get that mixed up. I'm sorry.
If you want to spice your name up like Jesse McBride, by all means, Katie Marie Garland. I mean, we'll see.
I know. You're right. It is Katie Mary Garland. You're right.
Where in the world is Katie Mary?
Mary Garland. All right.
You know what? I kid you not. Before we went on here, I was playing the new Carmen Sandiego game they have on Netflix.
Oh God.
Seriously, man, that show is so good. Again, if you need some, well, again, do you have a laundry list of things you need to do while you're kind of hungry?
I watched I, Tonya.
Oh,
yeah,
that is nice.
Because I'm sure for the next couple months we're only going to have catch-up stuff on movie memoirs. Don't
right? Remind me. I had the hammer dropped down something I was really looking forward to next month, and now it's like anyway. Getting back on point to the happy things. So Joshua Thomas in his Dragon Ball hoodie here, which get like a kind of a shirt like this, which is quite nice. Anyway, so Joshua Thomas doing his own stunts, collapses back, and I gotta tell you, I don't know if you tell me you notice this. When he falls back, his head, it sounds like his head hits that wall.
No, I didn't.
And it's audible. That. I'm talking like Michael J. Fox's head hitting the concrete in Back to the Future when he gets hit by the car. I'm talking like that kind of like audible sound, man. I mean, it's a little even worse. Either that or he hits the back of that chair and it's like wood or something back there. I mean, you hear like a head hit, and I'm surprised there wasn't like a divot behind that wall that he hit. Anyway, so he goes down and then he kind of pulls the Bruce Almighty temper tantrum like Jim Carrey at the start of Bruce Almighty when Grace when Grace rips the sheets off. Like, and only I was moving around like, I don't want to get up and do the news. Anyway, so Jackie Duncan, if I recall correctly, Jackie Duncan from the Domino's ad.
Oh, okay.
Love that. Yeah, it's a good one too. And another McBride special, literally. So Jackie Duncan. Oh, and I know I've seen this one before, where basically her boyfriend, presumably, tells her the news. Tells her, I ate all your munchies, and then her reaction so childishly is like, I cheated on you. What?
Now, what's the little kid equivalent to I cheated on you?
It's either like it is the thing. I wish I could have found this one. I want to say I assume it's something along the lines of I don't love you or I hate you or something like that. Or,
God!
I'm not your daughter anymore or something.
I don't love you thing. Yeah.
So it's like I don't love you or like I hate you or it's like you're not my mother or whatever. Like I disown you, that sort of thing.
Right.
What?
And it was good. It was so good. It was better than Harry's pie, man.
Well, that's that was it was
pure Spider-Man 3 pull there.
okay.
That
Here's
I
how
hope that the nostalgic critic references in his review this week.
Here's how we can make this work. All right.
Oh God.
The Harry's moon pie, as in
Oh
like
God.
the little tiny snack cake equivalent to Harry's pie.
Oh no. Oh no.
Which would be
no.
appropriate towards the munchies of it all.
Yep.
Anyway,
right.
So good! And then she hits the camera. And then we have Kyle Health. And I've been saying this for a long time. Kyle Health, who we saw recently in the I think, what is it? I Love Mom More. I know that was the runner, but I'm trying to think that was the title.
I Love Mom More.
Yeah, well, it was just called I Love Mom More, right?
I think that's what it was called, yeah.
Right. I love that one too. That was great. Anyway, so the point being, Kyle Health, we saw in that. I remember Kyle Health, he could be brothers with Drew Barkus. He really could be a Barkus brother if you look at the man. Seriously, Kyle Health just looks like a doppelganger.
And anyway. What I love about this one is I love how loving the relationship is, even though she's pulling the prank. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so playful. It's like, hey, Kyle, I ate all your munchies.
So this one was absolutely...
Kyle, I like how he's kind of like going along with it. He's just, he takes a big drag off his E-pin, which is hilarious. And looks really real, by the way. And then he's like, really? Checks in the cupboard. And then he kind of takes a moment, kind of like, wait, just now?
See, that 100% is like I remember like the kid searching the cabinet or something where he's just looking for like just now. So that one absolutely I've seen.
right.
They're getting the parody so on the money here.
But like I said, I like how easygoing Mr. Kyle is about this whole thing.
So then we have our man Sagar on the floor. Sagar's on the floor.
I have also been this person. I can
believe you've been
in high school, but
I without any harsh imagination, I could imagine you being this person. I really could.
Thanks for your vote of confidence, Dragon.
I've seen evidence of this, Tiki. I know you've been like this, so it's not only a lack of confidence. That's what I'm saying. I've had to read it sadly and shrug my head in disappointment, but I've
oh no.
Like, God. Anyway. Well, this is your life story here. Why don't you hit him with it?
Okay, so Sagar's on the floor rolling around. He's like, man, I had too much to smoke, bro.
Why can't I breathe?
And then the guy's just like, hey, Sagar, I ate all your munchies.
I love McBride here. McBride's great. Hey, I just love how reassuring. Hey, Sagar, I ate all your munchies. It's like, you don't care about me. I'm dying. Oh, good. Then we have Joshua Thomas off camera telling two women who we've either rarely seen or never seen. Point being, we have Alexandria Mikhail and Ramona Serenkova.
So the who are you kind of fits in this situation.
Yes. Who are you? Your roommate, Kyle. Oh, I think I've assumed the first time was Josh Thomas. It might have actually been Kyle, now that I think about it. Point being, it was someone named Kyle. All right. Roommate Kyle says, who are you? It's the chorus of who are you? Like it's almost like who are you people? All right, so then we have so rarely I've kind of glimpsed this man from the side. I know we've seen him at times, but you really get a full-on look at the man. The great and powerful Jason Ramlow, everybody, one of the all-time great directors before Joshua Thomas directed 24/7. Greatly, mind you, but still, Ramlow.
This guy is the other reaction I would have, honestly.
Is this happy
if
grin
someone
on
told
his
me
face?
that all my munchies were eaten, I'd be like, right on, bro. Like, okay, let's switch it up, Dragon. If Ezra came in, if Sandy Claus came in, he's like, hey, Tiki, I ate all your munchies. Dragon, I think in reality, my mind would go, I'd probably develop a small brain tumor over that, honestly. Not gonna lie. But, on the outside, I'd be like, oh, that Sandy, that rapscallion. Oh, God. Reasons why Sandy and I should never live together. Anyways.
Well, there's a sitcom that will get canceled in half a season. Anyway, so...
I mean, I won't lie. We considered it.
Anyway. So let's see. So then we have kind of our finale of Ponzio doing a happy dance, and it's completely silent. Now, whether this is silent due to a copyright thing, where they just kind of took the sound out retroactively. Now, you know what's funny actually. So here's something interesting that happened when we were getting ready to do this. This is one of the sketches that disappeared, then reappeared back on JGI.
Mm.
Now, I don't know how recent this if it's been ages since I remember when I watched this way back when. Of course, I kind of forgot the Ponzi bit at the end. I knew Ponzi was at the end of it. I forgot if like there was a song playing or not. Now there isn't. This is where we're getting the whole Zapruder like conspiracy mode for JGI here. So buckle up, folks. No, it's all seriousness. It's a
Pull on
this
that
sketch.
yellow strap, ladies and gentlemen. You can't do it. You can't do it right now at Disney, so you might as well metaphorically do it here. Pull on the yellow strap, Dragon. You pulling on the yellow strap? You pulling on the yellow strap? The yellow strap exists in our hearts, Dragon. Anyways, I'm sorry.
My point is, so recently these two sketches that were about the sketch here and the sketch we're probably going to cover next week, they kind of pulled a vanishing act and they reappeared on the JGI playlist and then back on the main kind of video page. Now, I don't know if it was a recent thing where maybe there's a copyright thing with the original song and they stripped it out, and maybe it's not back yet or it's not going to be back. Or because honestly, maybe either that or in the original process, however this thing was at any point, let's just work with it as like the silent piece that it is now. Taking it as it is, originally, before you see him kind of get a little bit of food out there, I love to read it as kind of like a pantomime bit with Ponzi. He's just kind of like doing a happy dance, and he's like realizing there's nothing in the bag. But if you look close, he's eating, I think he's like eating the last of the chips out of the bag, and or he was the guy who ate all the munchies in the first place. I don't know. Point being, pantomime and Ponzio, quite fun, even if you strip out the thing. It's just Ponzio doing a funky dance. Look at Ponzio doing his funky dance.
All right, and that takes us to some news, Dragon. I believe you have some news for us.
Yes, folks. Well, some of you may be disheartened by it, but what am I going to do now? Good news. Folks at JGI, of course, as you know, we're winding down on the number of sketches that we have. Of course, after this, not counting this one, which we've just done, or I guess counting this one that we've just done, we have two left and a third that's kind of drifting over us like Sputnik, just waiting for it to come down. We have two confirmed sketches, and then just the why so's whenever that one drops. Hopefully soon. But point being, that'll be the last one. It's looking like right now, unless miraculously it drops next week. Point being, we're down to like the final three essentially until we're fully caught up on JGI. And Joshua Thomas actually checked in with us amidst kind of the business that's going on recently. He wished us well, hopes that we stay healthy, we stay kind of protected and everything within kind of the dome-like situation we're facing now.
I feel like I've been preparing to just stay indoors my whole life, Dragon. I'm like mentally, I'm totally fine. As far as I'm concerned, until it gets to that third week where I'm not getting paid to not be at work, I'm totally zen.
Right. So the good news is that Joshua Thomas, while he is hunkered down, or at least prepared to be hunkered down, at least the precautionary or by force, Joshua Thomas, editing. The man's editing like a madman. If one is JGI, they've been filming stuff, and I saw like some production stuff. They've been shooting some really cool looking stuff. They've been teasing up some neat stuff, and of course, kind of the situation, while terrible, while awful, one may argue. Good news, bright side, little itty bitty silver lining. Joshua Thomas has been busy. And he's been at work editing and basically putting all the stuff that's kind of been in the can. He's been editing. It soon will be released and give us more sketches to cover once they come out. Of course, the Why So is probably going to be first up. Beyond that, Joshua Thomas has teased a sketch in which he will finally grace us in sketch form, his Nick Cage impression. So Joshua Thomas will be playing Nick Cage in a sketch. If it were a perfect world, I'd say Joshua Thomas playing Nick Cage Superman. Pipe dream, mind you. Of course, he's always had kind of Earth Do-Over in the can, I presume. Basically, he's been working. He shot Earth Do-Over, and I imagine now we might be able to finally see that. So there's that. The immediate thing they've kind of teased. So again, the immediate stuff being the Why So's, the Nick Cage thing, and a new episode of Heightened. But also, a big reason people tune into JGI, there have been some Harley Quinn and Joker developments. Nothing apocalyptic, nothing in regards of like we're not going to get a new episode tomorrow, as fantastic as that would be. Well, we're good. So far, it sounds like everything's at the ready, just waiting for them to put it into production. It sounds like. So the point being, everything is at the ready, and again, with all the progress they're making, all the other JGI fronts, I think will be held over. And fingers crossed. Of course, time, money, budget, all that sort of stuff factors in the production side of things. I think we're definitely going to be seeing another episode of
And
Harley
of
Quinn
course,
the Joker.
actually being able to physically shoot the things, let's
That's
keep that in mind.
that's what I was kind of alluding to at the time of it all.
Yeah,
There's not really a huge budget thing kind of factored in this. Again, they're really kind of making it. It's purely the blood, sweat, and tears of Joshua Thomas and the fine people of JGI kind of goes into this thing, folks. And we're all, well, I'll make it clear, folks, we are ridiculously grateful for everything they do. If we're just like being all cavalier about JGI, they're always doing stuff. I mean, folks, it's a miracle they can do some of this stuff. It's a miracle they do all this stuff, particularly Harley Quinn Joker versus the real world. Absolute miracle.
Sure.
Seriously, it's the bee's knees, man. It's the next toaster, practically, in terms of like the innovation factor of what we're doing, only for the characters of Harley Quinn and the Joker. It's really hard to compete with what they're doing now. You look at the Harley Quinn show on DC Universe. I mean, that right now, that's kind of holding me over till more Harley Quinn and the Joker, honestly. But if that were not the case, we'd just kind of be waiting and wait. Like, we glimpsed Nirvana, now we have to wait. So, yeah, so point being, JGI, they're busy little bees right now. They're working on stuff, and we're very eager. And believe me, folks, we'll be covering it. If we reach kind of a lull, we do have some stuff. We have some stuff in the works. The only stuff I can confirm is that, of course, we always have kind of the JGI biopic we're threatening to make, but we might be doing some stuff. We're probably going to be doing some stuff.
Oh, it's a threat.
That.
It's a threat.
It is. It's a threat. So basically, if JGI ever if we do reach the end of the rainbow before some of this new stuff comes out, that's what they have to look forward to. That and some odds and ends stuff. We might have to dig really deep, like look into like some deep Prabilski archives. Yeah, we'll look as far as we can, folks. Anyway, it's a final thoughts.
All right, final thoughts, Dragon. I think this is a really, really clever parody of something that's very specific, and I was very happy with it. It's definitely one of the last ones that we've got into, but I laughed pretty hard at it. And as a stoner, I found it very relatable.
Final thoughts for me. Again, very solid parody with the JGI spin, making it something truly unique. I really wish Kimmel could see this. I mean, Kimmel's got downtime. Why can't he see this? I wish Kimmel would just sit down and watch this, and I'm sure he'd be proud, man. He'd be proud. Well, I can't really say proud of his boy, but yeah, he'd be proud of Joshy boy. He'd be proud of Joshy boy. Man. No, but seriously, this is fine parody work. Again, JGI was proving their merits in terms of like SNL really should outsource all their parodies and their commercials and their ad comedy to JGI. If we learn nothing from this oddly randomly themed season of Grab Bag.
All right.
I guess that does it for now until the next exciting reach into the Just Giggle It Grab Bag.
Did you eat the ice cream sandwiches?
No! Not the ice cream sandwiches!